This is Mike's favorite part of the entire build. The weighted center caps that will always stay upright, and they spin.
That's so sweet.
It is finally SEMA, and Nissan and Infiniti have a pretty badass lineup of different builds, starting off with the world's first ever QX80 R-spec. They swapped a VR38 GT-R powertrain into the QX80. A couple months ago, we got to visit Moto IQ, where the build was happening, to see it in progress, and now it's finally done. So let's check out the Nissan and Infiniti SEMA builds for 2025. We are back with Mike from Moto IQ, and what's behind us? A completed QX80 R-spec. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was your stress level approaching SEMA?
Like near stroke level.
But you got it, right?
Well, the backstory was the transporter totally wrecked the car when they were loading it up at our shop.
Oh no.
And we had to do an Apollo 13-like effort to get everything back together. And it's amazing, you know, thanks to our team, they worked around the clock, and here it is, and you can hardly tell anything happened.
Let's go check it out. So a couple months ago, we visited the Moto IQ shop, met with Mike and Martin, and we saw this thing in pieces, right? The VR35 was out, 38 was out of the NISMO, and now it's complete. So tell me about everything that ended up going on to swap the heart of a GT-R into a QX80.
So this engine has 1,000 horsepower potential. It's not tuned yet. Right now it just has a startup and get to the show tune. But after the show, we're going to continue to work on the engine. Like, we have a whole range of internal parts that we're going to install. And so our thing is to make an easy 1,000 horsepower very reliably. The VR is totally capable of it.
Absolutely.
And well, there it is. I mean, you saw the parts on the floor before, and
yep.
We spent a lot of time trying to have an OEM level of execution and to make it look very factory.
It looks legit. It fits perfectly in here. So, mating up to the 9-speed automatic, that ended up going fine?
Well, there was a lot of technical difficulties with integrating the engine control into the CAN bus. We talked about that in the video.
Yep.
So many hours were spent getting everything to work, getting the interior electronics to work, getting the transmission to work. And, you know, here it is.
But it starts up and drives.
Yeah, it starts up with the factory push button.
That's awesome.
Which is way more complicated than you would think.
I can't even imagine, because you've got dual systems now, because you have the Motec running one, and then the factory CAN system too, right?
And then we have a CAN translator, so they speak to each other.
That's gibberish, I don't know.
The intercoolers, the charge pipes, the oil cooler, transmission cooler. You know, it's very integrated. I mean, it almost looks like factory.
It looks very OEM. And the body kit. Let's check out the body kit. After it suffered a battle scar from transport, which sucks a lot.
Literally, this was in pieces a few days ago.
Oh my gosh.
And then the wide body kit,
yeah,
the fenders and everything were all destroyed too.
That sucks. These are the actual GT-R lights that we were talking about from the T-spec, right?
Yes.
Those are the actual components swapped in, and it looks really cool. We got the aggressive canards, the massive front chin splitter, and
it's all functional. Like, we built like a really strong support piece, so it could actually withstand the downforce.
So it's legit.
It got kind of shattered in the accident.
That is unfortunate.
But that's going to get fixed.
Yes.
But we couldn't fix it in the short period of time.
We've got the widened fenders with 24-inch wheels and NISMO carbon ceramic brakes. Oh, I love the R-spec on the calipers. That's pretty cool too. How was bolting the brakes up?
So with, you know, like all the scanning we did, we verified the fit of all the custom parts with 3D printed plastic parts. We confirmed the CAD, and then we CNC'd everything. So the hats and the brackets and all that, they're all custom to adapted to this car.
That's awesome.
One of the cool things too is you notice that we have extra scoops like in the front, and then scoops here and scoops in the side skirt.
Oh, you can see that. What is that for? Brake cooling?
Yeah, so like most of these tuner cars and concept cars, that's all gingerbread. Yeah. But we're really proud that every vent, every scoop is actually functional on this car. Like this one, feeds the heat exchangers for the engine oil and the transmission.
Okay.
These two are for brake cooling.
Right here.
You can see the duct in here.
See the orange ducting, yeah, leading in.
And the rear ones cool the rear brakes.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
So that is properly functional. I respect that.
So everything, that's the Moto IQ credo. Like everything's functional, everything works. The GT-R hood scoops.
All the NACA ducts.
They actually duct air to the turbos, just like in the GT-R. So we still have the diverter ducts.
What turbos are in this thing again?
Garrett G30s.
Okay. And
Those
we've got
mass bearings, super efficient.
Yeah, and we've got massive fuel injectors.
Yeah, injector dynamics.
2600s?
2600s.
Those are the biggest ones they make, isn't it?
Yeah, but for ethanol, you really need the big capacity.
Yeah, so this has the capabilities to do 1,000 horsepower, which for the VR38 is absolutely doable. So the bottom end has been built, or are you guys still going to do that afterwards?
Oh, we're going to do that after.
Okay.
We have all the parts. We just have to, pull it apart and put them in.
Post SEMA, the heart of the QX80 RSpec is coming out to get upgraded for even more power.
And we talk about 1,000 horsepower, but really what we're going to do is capable of much more.
Okay.
We just don't know what the rest of the drivetrain will hold.
Oh, that's true. Because this is now a pure rear-wheel drive too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the transmission. Who has stressed a Titan 9-speed to the max? What is the limit? You might find out.
Well, I believe it can withstand about 800 easily. Okay. But I think we can modify it to take 1,000.
You'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
You will indeed soon find out.
So the coilovers are a remote reservoir. They're independently adjustable for high-speed and low-speed compression damping and rebound. So this really enables us to dial in the characteristics of the shock to, from street driving to actually being on the track. So very sophisticated dampers. The rear differential is an electronic locker, and we have manual control over it, so we can actually lock the rear diff
for burnouts
and drifting.
Okay, I would pay to see that.
Or actually driving on the track. We could lock the magnetic clutch in there.
That's cool. And then we've got GT-R inspired massive quad exhaust tips.
So we got titanium tips.
I love the blue.
The exhaust is all hand fabricated from stainless.
Okay.
So it's all like pie cut, like the JDM style.
Yeah.
It's a shame that you really can't see it.
That's such a shame. Oh my gosh. And then the RSpec badging.
We're careful to use all the OEM hangers and everything so it doesn't rattle or bang around.
Oh, okay.
And we used all OEM type headed hangers and the isolators and all that, so it's not just like something slapped in there.
This is OEM plus. It is not some race car build kind of thing, right? And
we kind of pride ourselves for OEM plus because the engineering is really more. And what we wanted to do is so people could look at it and it would have like production car overtones, not like tuner car or race car, but deliver the solid performance of a tuner car without any of the irritating attributes.
This is an immense project. Massive congratulations to Mike, Martin, the entire Moto IQ team. And this is going to be so cool to see on the stand at SEMA. You're going to be like a proud father showing off your newest creation at SEMA, right?
Well, it's almost like proud father with your child getting deformed by a doctor's mistake.
Because of the incident shipping it here?
Right, and then getting all patched together and coming out all right.
Oh my gosh. Well,
so really proud of the team.
Yeah.
And so glad we're here. Stress level was so high.
Oh my gosh. You can take a sigh of relief now after
maybe everything. I could sleep.
Have you not slept for the last 3 months pretty much?
No, not very well.
Oh no. Well, it is complete. The first ever QX80 RSpec, swapping a VR38 into the QX80 for SEMA. Now let's make this a production car. Infiniti, hint, hint.
My name is Michael Deerdorf. I'm with CJD Racing. This is the truck that we built.
The Dune Patrol.
Correct.
This thing is so properly badass. I love it.
Thank you.
So you guys started off a regular Armada.
Correct.
And what did you guys do?
We've pretty much done everything. So where we started was with the front suspension. We had to take everything off. Obviously, it was a completely new system, so we've had to redesign 100%. It's got coilover bypass. We've stretched it out 4 inches aside. We've lengthened the wheelbase 1 inch forward. This thing is all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive selectable. We're still capable of keeping the 4-wheel drive. We've put 4130 axles on it that are longer. Front end cycles up to 16 inches of wheel travel.
16 inches of wheel travel?
Yeah, correct.
All right, that'll handle the dunes properly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did in the front. So yeah, you can see the Bilstein shocks, you know. We did a 2.5-inch coilover. We did a 2.5-inch bypass. That's a triple bypass, so it's fully adjustable.
That's pretty. That
very,
is nice.
very capable of handling anything you want to throw at it.
37s?
It is on 37s.
With proper beadlock
Correct.
wheels. These are legit. That is not decorating.
Nope.
That's actual beadlock wheels.
That is.
Oh my God, dude, the amount of ground clearance is absolutely wild. So you shifted the wheelbase.
Correct. We moved the front wheel 1 inch forward because we were putting 37s on it, so we wanted the clearance for the firewall.
Gotcha. And then custom fenders?
These are all custom fenders made by Fiberworks. So front fiberglass fenders, they are 4 inches wider, 2 up, so to get the clearance that we need when they cycle. Rear fenders are the same. So the doors.
Well, that's a custom rear door. Look
Yeah,
at that, dude.
this whole thing
the
is-
door handle is like sunken in.
Yeah, and then you can actually see how much wider they are.
Holy crap. So that's where the regular,
That's the regular
stock
door.
Armada would go, and that's all
That is
widened.
correct. Yeah, and you can see it right here too.
That is so cool. All right, what else we have? What about rear suspension?
So the rear suspension was a little tricky. So far that we know of, nobody's ever done anything like this.
Okay.
So it's actually got 3 arms on it.
What?
There's 3 arms on this thing. This thing came to us with air. So if you look back here, you can see that this rear arm here, which is holding our coilover, was originally an airbag.
Okay.
So it was a really big coil bucket, or airbag bucket, so we changed that for coilover. Then there's a upper arm and a lower arm, and then we
Okay.
put a bypass up there as well. So there's technically 3 arms on the back of this car.
What?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
So, and then same thing, we stuffed a coilover and a bypass from Bilstein under here.
Yeah.
Fully adjustable. The rear cycles up to 16 inches of wheel travel as well.
Dude, I want to see this thing in the air. This thing could get some serious clearance, and obviously full-size spare in the back with a
That
massive
is correct.
carrier.
Yep. We did that. So this is one of the NISMO bumpers. They're
Oh, cool.
prototype bumpers. You know, there's a MOLLE panel under here, so you can carry whatever you want, whether you want the Rotopacks, these. Another cool little feature that we added in here. I'll show you.
Dude.
So it's all been rebranded as Patrol.
Yes.
So one cool feature in here, we added a built-in air compressor.
Oh, sweet. For airing up and airing down.
That is correct.
Air out. Yeah. Oh, nice.
So that, because there, and then you've got your little kit, the hose.
Perfect.
She just plugs
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
So that way, and it's got the double, so you can do both tires
Both
at the same time.
Heck yeah.
Pretty cool little system.
Anything to the powertrain.
Nothing was done to the power.
Okay, so just a regular VR35.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still, all that is still bone stock. We got to put it through the paces. We ran it through the dunes at Glamis.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even with the 37s and the stock gearing, because we haven't had time to change the gears yet, it still runs hard. It runs very, very good.
It's 460 horsepower or 425.
I think they're-
something like that. The
Yeah.
regular 516 pound-feet of torque.
Correct.
Dude, this thing looks so beastly. And I love that's been rebranded as the Patrol because the Patrol has so much legendary heritage. If you go to like Dubai, right, the Patrols are so badass. I
Correct.
love going over there
Very
and
much
seeing
so.
NISMO Patrols and everything.
Yeah.
And now on the latest Y63, they are the platform shared same thing essentially.
Yes.
Got the full roof rack too. A lot of NISMO parts. That's pretty
Lot
cool.
of NISMO
Showing off
parts.
some actual potential NISMO parts coming into the catalog, including the beadlock wheels. This is badass. What was the most challenging part? What are you most proud of accomplishing with the Dune Patrol?
I'm extremely happy with the suspension.
Okay.
The way the front and rear, especially the rear, it's so unique and wild looking. that's my happy spot right there.
That sounded like a lot of work. It's not literally just a lift kit for bigger tires. I mean, moving the wheelbase and like
Correct.
re-engineering the suspension geometry and then that 60 inches of travel, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is the Dune Patrol. It'll be at SEMA, and this thing is properly badass. It like balances the QX80 R-spec on the other side, right? That's
Exactly.
like on-track GT-R powered monster. This is the all-terrain off-road dune conquering beast. This is so badass. Congrats, dude.
Thank you very much.
Cool project. Thank you. And here's another Patrol, very different personality. This one also has 1,000 horsepower, courtesy of a TB48 swapped in here. Take a look at the size of that turbo. That is catastrophically massive. The inline six. I've seen these Patrols over in the Middle East and watched guys do burnouts and donuts for 15 minutes straight. Utterly no sense of mechanical sympathy, but it'll take it. It's also on the beadlock wheels, all-terrain tires, so can go anywhere with 1,000 horsepower. These things are properly badass, built by Forsberg Racing. Very different personality from the Dune Patrol, but it's pretty cool seeing these wild concepts from Nissan for SEMA. It's got bucket seats inside, it's right-hand drive. Yeah, this thing is probably pretty rowdy. We also have a race prep NISMO Z done by Forsberg Racing, ready to tackle grid life. So it's got the full race car treatment, which includes aero, powertrain, less weight, suspension. Take a look at the interior. It's been fully stripped out. You've got the cage, of course, the carbon race seat. It's got an aftermarket ECU. Anything unnecessary has been removed on the interior. Then we have suspension and chassis upgrades, NISMO coilover kit. We've got sway bars, stiffening and everything. And then the powertrain has been upgraded too. Upgraded turbo, fueling, cooling too for the differential and everything. We've got a catback exhaust from NISMO, plus some aftermarket downpipes. So it's a cool combination of NISMO parts, but also lots of aftermarket things. Take a look at that gigantic APR carbon fiber top mounted wing. We've got different wheels, brakes, tires, of course, turning into a proper race car. We also have the Frontier Rapid Runner, which is designed for whitewater kayaking, as you can see up top. This actually features the suspension from the Titan for more durability. It's lifted on 37-inch tires. And quick look at the interior. And we've got a bunch of accessory racks back here. Another blending of some NISMO parts and some aftermarket bespoke things for this build. It's definitely got a really fun, cool personality with that wrap, the Rapid Runner. This was such a cool exclusive opportunity to see Nissan and Infiniti's SEMA builds for this year. As you can tell, there's a lot of variety, a lot of enthusiasm, and the coolest thing to me is the fact that these builds, while they're really cool concepts pushing the envelope, there is some things that trickle down to eventual production vehicles. They've had SEMA builds concepts before that eventually in some form inspired a enthusiast-focused production vehicle. Will we see a QX80 with a GT-R powertrain in production? Probably not. But will we see a more performance-focused one like the track spec? Maybe. Will we see a more off-road focused aggressive version of the Armada drawing upon that Patrol heritage? Maybe. Additional NISMO accessories, obviously pushing the Z sports car into more racing enthusiast applications. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the SEMA builds. They're going to be on display at the show. Thanks for watching.